Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. We're going to be doing a little bit more series on ClearCorrect clear aligners. We've been doing a lot of stuff because they are really innovating right now. Like they're in rapid innovation mode. Thank goodness, because there was a long time when they didn't do squat. So it got real boring. So now they're finally a much better brand, and I'm actually using it a lot more with a lot of doctors, and I'm actually pretty happy. So I'm excited to tell you more. For a long time, it was really only Invisalign for me, and now I can finally say, yay, there's other options. And it's always been there was other options for super simple green cases, but those yellows, yeah. Now we finally got other options besides braces. Okay, let's talk about Smartee aligners and what Smartee aligners have to do with ClearCorrect and how Smartee is going to make ClearCorrect way better. And I didn't even know what the heck a Smartee aligner was. Evidently, it's a Chinese brand, and it's a rival with Angel Align. So here's what I know. Straumann Group is, and all this is from public information. This is not private information, press releases, stuff that has been published on LinkedIn and stuff like that. I've just been kind of keeping a repository of all the press releases I've read, and I'm kind of putting together. So this is pretty exciting. And then I looked on the ClearCorrect website, and I found a lot of stuff there too. So Straumann Group has entered a major strategic technology partnership with Smartee Dental Technology, a leader in clear aligners based in Shanghai, China. The purpose of this alliance is to specifically co-develop a high-performance next-gen ortho platform, okay, with Smartee's technological innovations. So they have new features. Basically, it says that they have special protocols for tackling complex cases, jaw disharmonies, and extreme tooth protrusions. In addition, they have basically MA. They call it mandibular relocation technology, MRT. Oh, it's awful. No, I mean that's a great product, but the name is terrible and the branding is terrible. But they have their own version of MA. It looks literally like a twin block on aligners. It looks very similar to the MAOB to me, but whatever. It literally looks like a twin block splashed on an aligner, but cool. They have something called circadian rhythm aligners. This is actually kind of smart. It's a day and night system. You've heard of day and nights before. Um, they've had those in Europe for a while, where the daytime ones are super soft. I don't know if this has ever been an issue for me. The nighttime ones are hard, and you take a Motrin and go to sleep, basically. I don't know. I don't know about that. Um, the let's see. The jury's out on that. Okay, so we got that. What else? It says because Smartee's automated production line drastically lower costs and increase margins, Straumann's closing its traditional ClearCorrect production facility in Germany. Oh, I didn't even know we were producing aligners in Germany. Okay, that's pretty cool. Markleberg. All right. It says Straumann is going to be transferring a lot of the manufacturing of ClearCorrect aligners to Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Pacific. Interesting. In Smartee's facilities. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the manufacturing footprint is shifting. Straumann Group purchased a single-digit percentage of equity stake. So I guess that was part of the deal. Kind of like how Invisalign purchased a stake in a SmileDirectClub. Sound pretty similar, huh? And then they claim they didn't. Okay. So we already talked about the wings for Invisalign versus Smartee's mandibular reposition device. So basically that seems like that's the big thing. I mean, they have some other attachments and other stuff, but I heard they're also putting the CBCT in, and that's actually supposedly released. I have not tried it yet, but I have a few doctors who are trying it like as we speak. So I'll give you guys the update once I got more information. So so this is good. They actually going into the whole liability, because I know I've mentioned to a lot of you guys that I thought that what Angeline doing is potentially, I said, is this, are they stealing IP? It looks similar but different. It says historically ClearCorrect was extremely cautious. They were. In the 2010s, Align Technology followed a massive patent infringement lawsuit against ClearCorrect. I remember that because I was like really working with them then. And I knew a lot of people on the ClearCorrect team, and they were really upset. I went to have lunch with them. ClearCorrect ultimately had to restructure parts of his workflow back to resolve those disputes. Yeah, they went really backwards after that. Because of the bruising legal history, ClearCorrect avoided launching any new features that remotely resembled Invisalign's features like MA or SmartForce attachments to protect themselves from predatory litigation. Without their own massive R&D infrastructure for jaw orthopedics, ClearCorrect just stayed out of that lane. So basically they were only taking simple cases. However, they weren't. They were taking whatever, which is why a lot of their cases turned out terrible. Okay. Enter Straumann's billions and Smartee's R&D. That's true. All right, so now they've got Straumann's money and Smartee's R&D. So now they're like a giant now. They're gonna be quickly as fast as Invisalign. It's pretty cool. Even cooler if they start doing braces too. So I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's pretty much it. Smartee is owned by Shanghai Smartee Dental Technology, an independent privately held company. So basically, yeah, I mean, based on what I'm reading, there's no patent infringement stuff going on. So this is legit. This MA that ClearCorrect's gonna have, or whatever we're calling this, are terrible. I'm not gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it ClearCorrect MA. And I'll probably get sued for that. Shoot, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'll come up with a fun name for it. But anyways, basically this is legit. So I'm telling the doctors to use it. Go. Use the CBC, use the MA. This is fantastic. Finally, the non-Invisalign doctors, or the people who don't have the right scanner, can finally do ortho as good as the Invisalign doctors. So I'm excited. I still like Invisalign a lot. I don't like the Kool-Aid drinking culture, but I like the product itself. So happy to help you guys on your cases. As always, reach out to me. Straightsmile Solutions. Thanks.